With our Legend of Zelda and Metroid 35th anniversary videos being so well received, we thought, what other game series could we speculate on and get people even more hyped at the end of this dreadful year? We've got Nintendo hard at work trying to live up to our crazy predictions from our previous video. So why not give Sega a run for their money? Or our money? Whatever, you know who we're talking about, because you read the blooming title. It's no other than the Blue Blur himself. Sonic the Hedgehog is yet again another video game character celebrating a big milestone next, the 30th anniversary.
Jeez, he's older than me. 30 years of Sonic the Hedgehog with some absolutely amazing games, and some absolutely dreadful ones as well. But we aren't here to talk about them, unless Paddy starts ranting about Sonic Forces to me, like he does on a daily basis. We want to talk about what we feel Sega will do to celebrate that big-headed, spiky hedgehog we all love so much for some reason.
I'm Paddy.
And I'm James.
And we're the Gordo Guys. Make us a part of your weekly prescription by starting a GG subscription. It doesn't cost anything and it allows you to be updated on our more recent videos. Gotta go fast and press that like button also, and even leave a comment down below. We try to reply to them all. We love hearing your thoughts and your predictions.
In the past, Sega has been a bit hit or miss for Sonic's previously celebrated anniversaries. The Hedgehog's 20th birthday brought us Generations, which many believe to be one of the best 3D games in the series. 5 years later though, and Sega brought us this amazing live stream, which I love for all the wrong reasons.
Alright, you're not fired. It's good. I'm just kidding. So, hang on a second. I gotta lay down a second. Folks, in the entertainment business, this is called killing time. Alright, you understand what I'm doing here? We're stalling.
Yep, that is an official Sega event. Seriously. In fairness, they did announce Sonic Mania, which was universally praised, as well as this piece of shit. Recently, a publisher of Sega announced they are planning a year of celebrations for their mascot, including new games, digital content, and other major announcements. They clearly have big plans, but what could they be? A live stream with live singers and terrible audio quality? Hopefully not. We don't know for sure, but it's definitely something worth talking about.
Especially since I've been a big Sonic fan most of my life. I've even liked some of its more controversial titles. I'm looking at you, Seven Rings. Going off what Sega says, it seems they plan to completely fill 2021 with Sonic related content. Early 2021, I believe Sega will make a big announcement for a new game they've been hinting they've been working on, which I hope will be...
Whoa, slow down there. You seriously think Sega will make a big announcement early 2021? Where's your proof? Are you mad?
Slow down there, buckaroo.
James, just... Okay, as I was saying, the games I hope Sega will announce next year are Sonic Adventure 3, or maybe a new 2D title like Mania. I know if these games get a direct sequel they'll be highly appreciated, as they are fan favourites and the formula that we know works. This announcement will come with a trailer for the game, set to release around the 23rd of June, as that's when the game's official anniversary date will be.
We know a new adventure game is ambitious, but it's not out of reach. They could even HD remaster or port the other two adventure games to the next gen consoles.
And the Switch.
Which would build up to the possible Adventure 3 game. However, as much as we'd love to see this, we really don't see Sega going down this path. The first game we think they'll port over will be Generations, as it has everything that Sonic represents in a game, such as its retro style levels to the more recent ones, and it was released for Sonic's 20th anniversary. It was also on the Wii U, so it would be an easy port to the HD consoles, especially the Nintendo Switch.
Another port that has the potential to be a part of the anniversary release could be Sonic CD. This game goes down as many fans' favourites in the series. Sega will be printing money with this one. I'm sure most of us will be downloading it for a couple of quid off the console stores as soon as it's released. Sonic CD will be a great addition to port over for long time players, bringing them back to the good old days of their favourite mascot pre-Sonic 06. Giving them the nostalgia they've long awaited for. Finally, the third game we'd like to see ported over would be Sonic Colors. It may have sold well on the release of the Wii and the DS, but it doesn't seem to be talked about in recent years. It's as almost fans have forgotten it existed. People only seem to remember the worst of Sonic games, so bringing back some of the older, more polished releases to the consoles could bury some of the negative stigmas associated with Mr. Needlemouse. Colour's primary objective was for everyone to be able to play, including their younger audiences. And even though I prefer a more serious storyline, I'd take a basic plot over an unpolished mess any day.
At the end of the day, Sega could go and choose from any title from their backlog. We don't truly know what they could bring, but if we were to compare this to their last big celebration, being Sonic's 25th anniversary, they could have a mini event again, where they announce their plans there. Let's hope this pandemic is over by then. Let Paddy fulfill his lifelong goal of singing Sonic heroes as good as this guy.
Right here, right here.
Ports are all well and good, but we know Sega has been working on a brand new Sonic game. They've even hinted at it recently. They're bound to bring this out next year for their anniversary, don't you think? So what would we like to see in this release? Firstly, Sega, can you stop experimenting with the Sonic formula? Us fans know what we want. To go fast. Sonic Unleashed, for example. What were they thinking with those werehog levels?
I liked him.
Well, they completely changed the pace of the game from fast to slow, and that's not what Sonic is about. In spite of this, Unleashed was a very good game, especially from the top-notch cutscenes. Now that is something we'd love to see brought over to the next Sonic game.
Something we wouldn't like to see brought over to the next Sonic game is a bad script. This is something so basic, but looking back at Forces again, some of the story was in shambles. The way everyone thought Sonic was dead, to then all of a sudden realise he's not and he escapes pretty much unharmed, is far too cliche. The writers didn't even give me time to process the possibility that he might actually be dead before jumping out 2 seconds later like,
Ta-da! Did you miss me? Ah, you fucking idiot.
We severely hope that everything that happens in the story is beneficial to the narrative, rather than the piece of information that has no significance other than to drag out the plot. All in all, just give us a serious but decent storyline that adds suspense to situations going on around them and gives us more of a feeling that what we're actually doing has an effect on the story. Oh, and don't get me started on character. Don't add filler characters that do nothing to the game's progression. They're not relevant. Furthermore, with future game releases, we want them to take their characters back to their roots and have them as they were originally written. As the years go on, it's normal for the characters in games to change as the writers get new ideas that push them further away from the original concept. We've seen this happen for good and for worse, in all forms of entertainment. But Sega just can't seem to make up their mind with the characters in Sonic. For example, in Sonic Boom, Knuckles becomes an absolute doofus.
Can you explain that again? Only this time as if you were explaining it to me.
And they write Shadow to be far more edgier than he should be. Why? These changes don't settle well with me. Instead, it took my love for the characters and burnt them to the ground. These drastic out of nowhere changes do nothing but lack polish and familiarity we've come to expect from their previous personalities. For the 2021 game, I'd loved for the characters to be written as they were in the Adventure series and work up the character development that we lost. As you can tell, this means a great deal to me, far more than it should, and I'm being honest. There's a lot on my list, and I hope next year is as big for Sonic as this year was for face masks. If they do release some new big AAA games, what we do hope they include is a drop dash for the 2D versions and the Sonic Boost for the 3D games. These features help you gain speed when you get stopped or hit, as in the older Sonic games when this happened to you, you'd have to gain momentum back up. With these features added into the game, we were able to get back up to speed, making Sonic's games a faster pace, which they're meant to be.
So to sum up, if Sega could re-release some old Sonic games like Generations, Sonic CD or Colors, that'd be a great way to start their celebration off. Even possibly adding some of them to the Xbox Games Pass or PlayStation Plus. And after that, a new 2D or 3D Sonic game is all we really ask for. Or is it?
Eggman for Smash?
Dream on, Paddy.
Finally, the biggest thing Sega could possibly do is create a whole new console. I know it's incredibly unlikely, but I'll tell you what, they'll have my money for it. And they have this big franchise that can help take it to greatness. And on its 30th anniversary, this will be an incredible outcome for the franchise and a huge step for the Sonic community. Before they announced they were doing the Game Gear Micro, I got excited as I thought they were making a whole new console. And after this hype, I've been dreaming of it ever since. Sega, hear my call.
So what would you like to see Sega bring for Sonic's 30th anniversary? Well, as always, leave a comment below. We love reading through them and learning new stuff from other fans, seeing debates and jokes amongst the community. Thanks for watching.
Bye.